Nighttime baseball on tap from Comerica Park in Motown. Ought to be a good one here between the Atlanta Braves and the Detroit Tigers. Interleague Baseball comes your way next. Anibal Sanchez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Here's Ender Inciarte. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Leading off tonight for Atlanta, center fielder, number 11.
Underway in Motown as the first pitch of the night misses for ball 1. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Trying to bunt here, but this winds up hitting him.
1 and 2.
And they're going to say that he went after it. A strange strike, too. Pitch on the way. Sent on the ground out to second. A quick out number 1. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, one guy to watch is Nick Markakis. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. First pitch coming now from Sanchez.
No, that's down.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
You talk about pitcher's umpire. If you're working both sides of the plate, you have a tendency to be pretty effective with Matthew Ross back there. Look, there's no doubt he's a pitcher's umpire. If I was pitching in this game, I'm sending him a taxi, making sure he gets there safe. Well, back-to-back sliders, and now he finds himself down 2-0. You know, trying to pitch him backwards, that only works if you're throwing strikes. If not, you find yourself in trouble.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
That's the 3rd slider in a row, and I'm going to tell you what, I think he'll probably throw 4 and maybe 5 if he needs it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Out of play.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough to come back with it 3 times in a row?
The next 3-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Presley waits on it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting 3rd, first baseman number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Digging in, Freddie Freeman. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. And this one runs up high, ball 1.
I'm looking forward to this at bat right here, Matt. 2 outs, bases empty, and you got the power guy at the plate. He's going to let it fly. He must. I guarantee you he will.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. The Tigers coming up. No score. Number 61, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. What's your take on him, H?
Well, Matt, I love watching this guy pitch. Look, he's one of the young guns in the league, and he continues to learn. It seems like every outing I watch him, he gets better. He's learned his craft in the major leagues, and he's growing up right in front of us.
Now at the plate, Alex Presley. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Tigers, left fielder, Alex Presley.
In there at the knees, strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Well, he's going to come after you with the breaking ball, it looks like today. First batter, he's already thrown 2 curveballs. He's got himself ahead in the count. This could be a breaking ball game for him.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. What's the key for them tonight, Harold?
Well, the key to me in this one, I'm going to throw a cliche at you, Matt. You know I don't use many cliches. I would have to say, have great energy. Play with some enthusiasm. Be excited about playing. And if they do that, man, they carry it through for 9 innings. Look at it.
Stepping in, Andrew Romine, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Inciarte's there, 2 gone.
Batting third, right fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos now. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. In on the hands of it with the fastball. It's 1-0. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Yeah, fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The pitch. Takes this the other way to right. But a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. Down in order go the Tigers, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Now in the box, Matt Kemp. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Kemp.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. Sanchez readying the 1-1. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. And another foul ball. Another one sent foul. Now another 1-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again.
That's 4 foul balls in a row. He's battling, no doubt.
Another 1-2 delivery. And a splitter is over for a cold third strike as he's left shaking his head. One gone.
Let's take a look at the Tigers' defense. Brought to you by Majestic.
The designated
In
hitter,
this day and age, with
Matt
analytics
Adams.
and the shift applied all over the field, this team is old school. They may be a dinosaur. They don't shift as much as everybody else. They play that stationed, standard baseball.
Here's Matt Adams now. First delivery to him on the way. This is flared right back over the mound. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Well, he just stayed with that and just kind of flipped it out there. Nasty pitch,
Batting
but he
sixth,
stayed on it and got
catcher,
just enough to get the hit.
Tyler Flowers.
Here now it's the catcher, Tyler Flowers. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Look, Matt, this guy's got a great sinker. Here's the key. He's got a runner on first base. This is where you get that ground ball double play. Make him chase that hard sinker and hit it into the dirt and turn one over for you.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Ball, that's off the plate.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most
Batting
pitches to
seventh,
be down in the zone,
right fielder,
hoping for a ground ball.
Nick
So that was an
Markakis.
interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder.
Ball,
As
that's
he'll
in.
take a look at ball 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. A 1-0 delivery.
Hey.
Takes a knee-high fastball. No score here as we play inning number 2. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Presley has it in his tracks, and that ends the inning. Braves strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in the switch hitter, Jeimer Candelario. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Jeimer Candelario.
Into the windup and the pitch. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Back goes Kemp. Gone to lead off the inning. So a solo shot here to left center field as the Tigers grab a 1-0 lead.
Well, when you groove the first pitch a strike, these hitters are going to make you pay. Something tells me I don't have to tell the guy on the mound that anymore. That hurts.
In now, number 74.
Number 74.
He takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Base is empty here with nobody out. Swing and a liner, but foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
I love how aggressive he is. He's just attacking the zone with the fastball. Here it is. Now he's at 1-2 count, and really he can go anywhere he wants now.
The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Time for a look at the majestic defensive alignment for the Braves.
Batting sixth.
And at first base, Freddie Freeman. Freddie can pick it, man.
John
Throw the ball in the
Hicks.
dirt. Freddie's coming up with it. And don't be surprised if he does splits on you every now and then.
At the plate, John Hicks. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Nope.
And a ball 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And there's
2-0.
one well above the zone for a ball. Hit out towards second. And that's through for a hit.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like you did right here. Nice job.
Ryan Holiday.
Stepping up to the plate, Ryan Holiday. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground up the middle. Swanson scoops it up. Step on the bag for 1. On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back for more from Detroit after this. At the plate, Adonis
Leading
Garcia
off with a
will lead
Brave.
things off here in this
Third baseman,
one-run
number 13,
contest.
Adonis Garcia.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 0-1, here's the pitch. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
Now that's a slider that's pretty easy to recognize. Started on the outside, you know it's going to continue to run off the plate. The one that's difficult is that one that starts in at you and still breaks over the plate.
And there's ball 2 now. And the pitch on 2-1. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Well, he finds himself in danger of walking the 8-hitter right here. That's just something you don't want to do. You walk the 8-hitter, the 9-hitter can bunt him over, starts a big inning, he can hit and run. It could lead to a lot of problems.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Jace Peterson.
Digging in, Jace Peterson. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 1-2. Hard hit ball to second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out.
Center fielder, number 11, Ender Inciarte.
Riding in once again, Ender Inciarte. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. On the ground to third. Candelario scoops it up. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Digging in now, Jacoby Jones. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Jacoby Jones.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
0-1's the count.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's falling behind now, 3-1.
One thing that can nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at-bat here.
And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Dixon Machado digs in. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
There goes the runner. Chopped weakly to the left. No look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out.
Now batting, left fielder, Alex Presley.
Ready for another chance? Alex Presley, 0 for 1 here in the early going. Decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch.
That's out.
Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. One out and a runner on second base. Swing and a liner. But this will be a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that's going to fall for a base hit. Jones rounds third and is digging for the plate. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Wow, there's so many things that came into that. He made an adjustment, choked up on the bat, couldn't quite get that ball in on him, and he's strong enough to fight it off and throw it out there for the base hit. I love the adjustment.
Into the box now, Andrew Romine, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Flied out in his first at bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. This ball's grounded foul. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
I like how he wasted that pitch. It was close enough to tempt the hitter to swing, but now you got him thinking, will he come back with another fastball? You got him set up. Off speed, hard pitch, anything now.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Markakis sprinting after it, and Markakis won't get there. It's a foul ball.
Well, I think he's trying to get that two-strike fastball out of the zone. Just caught too much of the plate right there. Fortunately, he fouled it off instead of putting it in the seats.
Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. Peterson ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 9, Nick.
Digging in to try it again, Nick Castellanos. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. First pitch on its way. Curveball that time, not even close.
He's not having his best outing in this one. I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
A 1-0 delivery. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A runner on first with 2 away. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Set and the 2-1 pitch. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. Set. Here's the 3-1. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Jeimer Candelario. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1.
Hey, 2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus and make him some good pitches.
Take sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike 1.
He just took a fastball right down the middle, 2-0. He must have been sitting on a breaking pitch because you don't take that unless you are.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a big strikeout there as they'll leave a couple of runners on base. And after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Tigers get just the 1. 3 innings complete. It's the Tigers 2 and the Braves nothing. Matt Vasgersian, Harold Reynolds, and Dan Plesac, the former #1 overall pick. Dansby Swanson is the first to bat in the inning. Into the windup and the pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
What a great pitch. When you have the velocity to throw a ball by somebody up there in the zone, I don't know why guys don't use it more.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1-2.
That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Splitter.
Count 2-2.
Well, that's great discipline. He's clearly sticking with his plan. Those 2 balls were down. He's thinking to himself, make him get it up before I swing. Get it off the knees.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Tapper up the line. And he'll smartly just ensure that this stays a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, way to get dirty. That's off to that one.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
That's a
fastball here too low, and it's 1-0. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Ball 2 now.
No
Boy,
strike.
if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And that's in there, 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Now that low 90s fastball, It won't overpower a lot of guys, but if it's mixed in well, it's a real effective pitch.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
You know what
Left
was
fielder,
really impressive to me about that strikeout?
Kemp.
He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to set him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
Neck-high fastball that time.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Down in order go the Braves. They're down 2-0. Striding into the box, number
Leading off the
74.
fourth inning for
0
the
for 1
Tigers.
for him here in this one.
First baseman, number 74.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Played on the backhand. On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed
Now batting,
getting him at the bat.
The designated hitter, John Hicks.
Digging into the batter's box next is John Hicks, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. A base hit in his first trip. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. The 0-2 home. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
Well, this isn't how he wanted to start the inning. A leadoff single, and then you almost hit the next hitter. Composure. Got to try to get that ball over the plate and maybe get a ground ball.
2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. Too high, ball 3.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Lifted in the air to center field. And Ciarte's there, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now
So with
batting,
the fly out there
catcher,
coming on the fastball, seems like
Ryan
an appropriate time to
Holiday.
check out our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile an hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. Digging in for his second at bat, Ryan Holiday. Here's the first pitch to him. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Fouls it straight back, and whoa, that almost landed in our boot. Swing and a liner. And oh, he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left.
He absolutely smoked that ball right there. The infielder was ducking to get out of the way of it.
Center fielder, Jacoby Jones.
Into the box, Jacoby Jones, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. He threw a base on balls his first time up. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. First and second now, one man out. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Now that's a good changeup right there. You know the guy's sitting fastball. You get him out in front. Now that changeup's in his head the rest of the at-bat.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Try again, 1-2. And that's through into left, a base hit. In quickly with it is Kemp, and that'll hold the runner at third base.
Well, that's a line drive single, but the runner's not going to score. Now remember, with less than 2 outs, he had to freeze. Hit it a little bit too hard at the wrong guy. Would take the hit, but no RBI.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Dixon Machado digs in as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Well, I like that, taking that strike right there. Look, he's already walked a couple guys early. He's not throwing the ball consistently in the zone. You have to be patient and make him work.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. Ready with the 2-2. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Alex.
Digging in and looking for more, Alex Presley. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Line fouled off to the left, and a few goes back. Line to the right side. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So the Tigers leave them loaded. They're up 2-0. Start things out as we begin the fifth.
Matt Adams.
first pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
That's just not a competitive pitch. I mean, that ball wasn't even close. Now the hitter's sitting 2-0.
2-0 count, and the pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. Castellanos is after it. And it's a foul ball. Set to deliver on 2-1. Hit down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Now here it comes. Hit in the air out to center field. Jones has a play. One down.
Up next for Atlanta.
An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that's up and in for ball one. Now here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Presley has it in his tracks, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
No strike.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Called strike over the outside part of the plate.
They can't afford to continue to fall back any further. They got to get something going on the offensive side. Somebody's got to step up, give a big hit, maybe even a home run, drop a bunt, do something. But this offense has to get going.
Here's his swing and a miss at the hard splitter, even at 2.
2 outs, 2 strikes, and we're in the 5th inning, and he's got 1 pitch, I think, away from getting through 5 shutout innings. It's pretty impressive right now.
And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit hard on the ground to second. Romine ranges to his left. He whipped this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Braves are set down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready for another shot now. Andrew Romine. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Andrew Romine.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this will find the seats behind the first base dugout.
Ooh, that was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
That swung on and lifted down the left field line. Kemp will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1.
The right fielder, number 9, Nick Castellanos.
Now batting, Nick Castellanos. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Down on the shins and missed with it. Ball 1.
Well, the rain is coming down hard here. It's definitely getting wet out there. Look at the outfielders. Those poor guys, they always get soaked out there in the outfield. All I got to say, though, is I'm glad I'm sitting right here in the booth next to you, Matt, and not down there on the field.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Rounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Skied into straightaway right. Markakis has a read on it. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count. Now here's the pitch. And he falls behind now. 2-0. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Too high.
3 ball,
and
no
it's
strike.
3-0.
Well, he's clearly not getting anything to hit right here. But I'm telling you what, 3-0. I trust him so much. I'm giving him the green light.
Here it comes on 3-0. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and
Now
I don't
batting,
blame them. With the
number
bases empty
74.
and 2 outs, and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat.
Digging in once again, number 74. A hit in 2 tries so far. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
I got 1
And
ball,
a
1
neck
strike.
high fastball that time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
D-Rod.
A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. In the dirt here. And he may be starting to lose the feel here as that misses for ball 4, and that's back-to-back walks now with 2 away.
Oh,
Up
man, I
next
think
for the
this walk
Tigers,
is going to grind at him
designated
for a bit.
hitter,
He just missed. And
John
now the
Hicks.
inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Ready once again, John Hicks. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
2 down, runners at first and second. slapped hard the opposite way. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Comerica Park right after this. Adonis Garcia digs in now. They'll start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up the
Ball
throw.
one, no strike.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Now here it comes. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Romine backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
Up next for Atlanta, second baseman, Jace Peterson.
Striding in once again, Jace Peterson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that misses inside 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. That misses 2-0. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Well, that'll get your head shaken at the plate. That's a pitch he hasn't used much in this game. Now he throws that for a strike, and you add that to the rest of his repertoire. Man, it's tough to cover them all.
He's falling behind now, 3-1.
This is one of those rare hitters counts we've seen in this game. They're just having a difficult time getting it going.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. Line fouled off to the left and a few goes back. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
This is only their
Center
second base
fielder,
runner of
number
the
11.
game after that earlier hit. Tough to
Inciarte.
score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming now from Sanchez. Swinging a soft liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Well, the hit and run was on right there, and the runner running to second base on the
Now
steal.
batting,
I thought he might go to third
shortstop.
base. The ball ended up in the
James
outfield.
B.
I guess he didn't feel
Swanson.
comfortable. That's why he pulled up.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in as he swings and hits a laser to right. Castellanos is there, 2 down.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions
baseman,
aren't
number 5.
ideal with the rain coming down, and
Freddie
that can make
Freeman.
every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Freeman. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. And that's in there for strike 1.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
He's falling behind right now after that swing right there. Now he's 0-2. And 0-2, choke up a little bit and try to put the ball in play. You just got to be in battle mode right now.
The 0-2 now from Sanchez.
I got to count
And
1 and
here's
2.
a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
This is a big spot right here. 2 runners on. You got an 0-2 count. You waste one. Now you make it work. Throw one in the dirt. Throw one high. Make him chase it, and you got a chance to strand those runners on base.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Right side hit hard, and that is into right field, a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Now batting,
Well, he rolled over
left
that
fielder,
one. Not the most impressive
Matt
single,
Kemp.
but it's a line drive in the book.
So here's Matt Kemp now, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
The count is 1
And he missed
and 2.
with it. It's 1 and 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And
2
the
balls,
slider's in the
2
dirt as
strikes.
he lays off it for a ball. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Presley on the move. 1 run scored. And a 2nd run is across. Now a 3rd runner heading for the plate. And he's safe.
Bases loaded, and he was looking to drive them all in the second he stepped into the box.
Now batting,
Puts a big swing on this thing,
designated hitter,
and the ball just
Matt
gets down to
Adams.
the wall, allowing everyone to come around and score. He'll take a 3-run double every day of the week.
Now here comes the Tigers skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears that'll be all for Anibal Sanchez. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame.
Your
Daniel
attention,
Norris,
please.
a
Now
6'
pitching
2"
for the
left-hander,
Tigers,
jogs in to take
number
over on the
44.
hill.
Daniel Norris.
And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tigers bullpen. Standing in now, Matt Adams. As he'll
Counts
watch
1-0.
one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
D-Rod.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Again, a 1-2. Hit on the ground to third. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. The tag, but it's not in time at the plate as he scores to make it 4-2.
Wow, nice piece of hitting. If he tries to pull that ball, that's a ground ball to short.
Tyler
Instead, he
Flowers.
stayed with it, stayed with the break, let the break take the ball to the opposite field. Nice job.
Now the Tigers have some action in the bullpen as a left-hander starts to get loose. In now, Tyler Flowers. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball one. The 1-0 delivery. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Ball,
2-1. This is in the air out to straightaway center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate, and they push across 4 runs. Bottom part of the order, 7, 8, and 9 due up in the home half. The Braves lead it 4-2.
Your
Daniel
attention,
Winkler
please.
enters to do the
Now
pitching in the
for
bottom of the
Atlanta,
6th.
Number 58, Daniel Winkler.
Digging in and looking for more, Brian Holiday.
Leading
He'll
off
do
for the
battle with a
Tigers.
new arm out there in their
Catcher.
half of the 6th.
Ryan Holiday.
And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen.
Curveball, and
1-0.
that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now the pitch. Drilled to the left side. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Well, no surprise, another single will lead off the inning here late in the game, but
Now
they
batting,
haven't had a lot of runs.
center
They've got a lot of
fielder,
hits today, but they haven't been able to put things
Jones.
together. I guess I give a little credit to the pitching staff for not allowing consecutive hits to hurt them.
Into the box now, Jacoby Jones. And this will be fouled away. We're in the 6th inning now of a 4-2 ball game.
Ball,
And takes this one high, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
D-Rod.
Swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Barehanded on the move. Fantastic effort, but he's unable to turn it into an out, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And the throw's offline a bit as it gets by him at third. Digging in once
Now
again,
batting,
Dixon Machado.
the shortstop.
He's 0 for 2 with a
Dixon
strikeout in this one.
Machado.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And
Ball
now a
one, no strike.
curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him. A 1-0 delivery. Breaking pitch, and this
2-0.
bounces in front of the catcher.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Swinging on 2-0, and it's chopped foul at the plate. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. All Ball even at 2-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
Ready for another shot now, Alex Presley. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And this is drifting foul back into the stand.
Oh, that's one he's going to want back right there. A fastball right in the wheelhouse, and you foul it.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, you live by the sword, you die by it too. He went with an off-speed pitch down in the zone, and that's the risk you take there. The catcher can't come up with it, and 2 runners advance. Now they're both into scoring position.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he just misses with a curveball.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
Just hung in there on that one. Another try at 2-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
This is a really good at bat. This is kind of, you go back to the dugout, regardless of the outcome, they go, great AB, man, great AB.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit in the air out to right. Markakis has the catch, and here comes the runner from third. The runner from third comes across the score as they try and chip away at their deficit. It's now a 4-3 ball game.
That was a good controlled swing at him there, and that's exactly what he was hoping to do. Get it into the outfield and pick up the RBI.
Digging in to try it again, Andrew Romine, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. But fastball inside, ball 1. And this misses as it moves to 2-0 now on the Tigers shortstop.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Line drive to left. Kemp is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Tigers get one here on 2 hits in the inning. 7th inning coming up. Atlanta leads it 4-3. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. 7th inning straight ahead with the Braves leading this one. But before we get it started, let's take a look there at the game summary to this point. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Now we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The 0-1.
Ball.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. Popped up towards the seats as this gets out of play. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch towards second. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
Well, there's a nice little soft liner. I know it's a leadoff base hit. It wasn't hit as hard as you'd like
Third
to.
baseman number
Sometimes that
13.
little soft liner starts
Adonis
route.
Garcia.
Adonis Garcia digs in now.
D-Rod.
It swung on and missed the throw.
Got it.
Bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
Well, they've got a small lead, and they're pushing to add to it by being aggressive on the base pass. But as a manager, you just hope you're not giving up outs that you wish you could have had back.
We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Here's another 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Machado is there for it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 8. Second baseman, Jace Peterson.
Ready for another chance? Jace Peterson, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. The 1-2 pitch. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. And the pitch. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Rays go down without a whimper here, and it remains a 4-3 game. Nick Castellanos now to try and get something started in the home half of the 7th.
Nick Castellanos.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. Drilled to first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Jeimer Candelario.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A high fastball is in there. Wind up and the 0-2 pitch.
Ball
And a
up
good
there.
2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
You still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Right side. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 74.
So coming to the plate, number 74. He singled earlier, making him 1 for 2 to this point. Now a ball straight fouled into the seats near third. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Kemp is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still trail it here 4-3.
Your
Blaine
attention,
Hardy
please.
has been summoned from
Now
the
pitching
bullpen
for the
as he'll do
Tigers,
so to start the 8th.
Number 36, Blaine Hardy.
Here's Ender Inciarte. He'll start
Hitting
things
out
out
for the
for us
Braves,
here in inning number
Center
8.
fielder, Ender Inciarte.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
This guy's got a tremendous curveball. He just froze the hitter right there. Did you see that?
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Machado is up with it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Number 7.
Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Ready once again, Dansby Swanson. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. And a fastball is in there for strike 1. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. Toward the gap in right center. This is going to be a base hit, and he may take that big turn at first. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
First baseman,
When you're leading
number 5.
by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the
Freeman.
lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference. So double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Good performance thus far by the visiting Braves. They lead this one in the 8th as you get a look at our line score thus far. So here's Matt Camp now. He's working here to bring home that very important insurance run, standing at third. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
I don't have a problem taking that pitch right there. New pitcher just came in out of the bullpen. You want to see what he's got. You measured the first pitch. Now get ready to hit.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Soft liner to the right side, and no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. One left for Atlanta, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Julio Teheran is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 49, Julio Teheran.
Digging in, John Hicks. He'll get things started now in the bottom of inning number 8. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And here's one that misses to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 6 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. Ready. Here's the 1-0. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. 1-1. Here it comes. Curveball that time, not even close.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink the strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Markakis coming on. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
Now batting.
Oh, and a highlight reel catch there, no doubt. He laid out to sacrifice his body, brought it in, and secured it all the way to the ground. You know his pitcher really appreciates an effort like that.
Miguel Cabrera will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
24, Miguel Cabrera.
Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike one. One out, nobody on. And this is fouled back and out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Hit hard to the right side. Foul.
Matt, he's thrown 2 pitches right down the middle and got away with them. I don't think he should go back there again. He's got to locate a little bit better if he wants to put him away. This guy's too good a hitter.
Now the pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one.
Center
the
fielder,
bullpen has looked sharp and it's backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Jose Iglesias.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Hit to short.
Swanson brings it in.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. Down in order go the Tigers. Still down a run. It's 4-3. James McCann is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 34, James
Mikey
McCann.
will also come in now as he takes over out in center.
Mikey Matu.
Stepping up now, Matt Adams.
And you may notice the usual closer is not in the game here with the save opportunity on the table.
Yeah, he's worked a few days in a row, Matt, so we were told before the game by the skipper he wanted to avoid using him if possible. So that means they will look to close this thing out without him.
And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power of the plate, it could be fireless. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
Swing and a high pop-up back onto the outfield grass now. Machado stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher, Tyler Flowers.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Into the windup and the pitch. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Nick Markakis.
So striding forward now, Nick Markakis. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Soft liner towards center. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Didn't waste any time. Liked the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
Little soft
Third
liner to
baseman,
center
number
field.
13,
That's one you sit there and go,
Adonis
oh, finally, I got a
Garcia.
break.
Stepping in now, Adonis Garcia. The first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And he misses with it 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. 1-1 pitch is a curveball that misses. Ball 2. Set to deliver on 2-1. This is line to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Breaking his heart, Matt. Breaking his heart. You got 2 quick outs. He's
Now
thinking he's
batting,
going to cruise through this
second
thing.
baseman,
And now look at it.
James
Boom, boom.
Peterson.
Base hits coming back at you. That's why you have to complete the inning.
Standing in now, Jace Peterson. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. I'm set with the 0-1. And that one stayed too low apparently. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Bounced up the middle. And that is through into center field. A base hit. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate.
Well, that base hit right there gives him a 2-run cushion. When you have a 2-run cushion late in the game, you got to feel pretty good about yourself.
Ender Inciarte.
Into the box, Ender Inciarte. As the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Castellanos is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Braves will settle for just the 1. 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. The Braves on top, 5-3. Arodys Vizcaino is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Arodys Vizcaino.
In now, Dixon Machado, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame.
Tigers, the shortstop, Dixon Machado.
Heading out towards shallow right. Markakis has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, left fielder, Alex Presley.
At the plate, Alex Presley. It was an RBI sac fly for him last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Oh, and 1. Here it comes. Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Swanson is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Second baseman, Andrew Romine.
Digging in the switch hitter, Andrew Romine. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball just misses inside.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
He's trying to pull back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now here it comes. And that's cut on and missed. So now the Tigers find themselves down to their last strike.
That's a great pitch right there. A fastball low and away right on the knees on the corner. That's why you get a late swing right there. Really impressive.
Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Swanson is there. Makes the catch, and the ball game is over.
Hey, anytime you can win a game, let alone on the road, you have to feel really good about yourself. It's not easy going into that other team's ballpark and coming out with a win, but they did just that.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. So that just about does it for Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, and our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Tigers, 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. A reminder that for travel through downtown Detroit, pick up the People Mover train outside the stadium at the Grand Circus Park Station, located just beyond the right field gate on Witherell Avenue.